Good evening, everybody. Welcome to First Responder Broadcasting's presentation of Georgetown Eagle Basketball live here on the SHN Sports Network. I'm Wally Harmon alongside. She does it all. She makes it happen. It's my wife, Darian Harmon, and we're proud to bring you Georgetown Eagle Basketball live from Georgetown High School here in the Nest tonight, where Georgetown will host the Weiss Wolves in District 23 action. And it's all brought to you by the sponsorship of Mackay Ford Lincoln and Mackay Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They make it capable to be free all year long here on the SHN Sports Network with their sponsorship. And we thank you to Mackay of Georgetown, the Ford Lincoln and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The only place that touches our 2021 Jeep Wrangler, that is Mackay Dodge, and they do a great job there at the service department. Go see Kevin Dupre and the service team there. Travis, the service rider, one of my good buddies. They do it all for your Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Mackay Ford Lincoln down the road will do the same. But we get ready for action. Georgetown 1-1. They come off a big win. They face off against the Weiss Wolves. They had a big win on Tuesday night. Tuesday afternoon. They played on New Year's Eve against the Elgin Wildcats, and they won it 55-28. A big 27-point victory, and it was fueled by three of the starters, Nick Hansen, Ryan Dupre, and Q Presley, all with double digits, 15, 16, and 18 respectively. But don't overlook Evan Mayhew. 2 points on the night for Evan Mayhew, but 18 rebounds for the big man, Evan Mayhew, and his 6'9" center for Georgetown. He's going to be tested again tonight. The Weiss Wolves come in off a tough loss. They lost 62-61 in overtime to Hendrickson. Hendrickson sits at the top of the district standings, tied with Eastview at 2-0 in district. Eastview 16-7 on the year. Hendrickson at 7-16. Look at the overall records. It's a little confusing. Look at the district records. It's pretty straightforward. They're both 2-0. Georgetown sits in third, tied 1-1 in district with Pflugerville, and then Conley and Weiss both at 0-1. Elgin at 0-2. Head-to-head between these two teams, it's the first ever meeting. Georgetown and Weiss not very far away, but the first time these two varsity boys programs have squared off in action head-to-head. And so should be an interesting one because of what Weiss brings in. They come down from 6A to 5A this year, but what's more important than that is a couple of move-ins. Mackay Bryant, have you heard that name? Should sound familiar. It came over from the Pflugerville Conley Cougars in district, but he moved in the school district over in the Weiss area and now plays basketball for the Weiss Wolves here in his senior year. He's the big one, the 6'5" senior forward, Mackay Bryant. He'll be one of the starters for head coach Brandon Green of the Weiss Wolves. Weiss on a 2-game losing streak after that loss to Hendrickson in overtime. Hendrickson now 2-0 in district, both wins in overtime, 62-61 and 57-55 to your Georgetown Eagles back on December the 20th as they sit at the top of the district. Weiss tonight comes in with the starting lineup as follows from head coach Brandon Green. At guard, a 5'10 sophomore, number 1, Maddox Ross. At guard, the 6'2 senior, number 3, Cameron Johnson. At forward, a 6'5 senior, number 5, Mackay Bryant. At guard, a 5'10 junior, number 23, Caden McCoy. And the man down low, the 6'8 senior, number 30, Blake Wilson. So the Weiss Wolves will go with Ross, Johnson, Bryant, McCoy, and Wilson to start out the ball game here against your Georgetown Eagles. Georgetown coming in 16-8 overall, 1-1 in district on a 5-game winning streak. Head coach is David Canfield in his 8th season here at Georgetown, and he'll go this way to start the night for the Georgetown Eagles. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 2, Q Presley. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 11, Nick Hansen. At wing, a 6'3 senior, number 23, Davin Sedgwick. At wing, the 6'6 senior, Ryan Dupre. He wears 25. And the big man down low, it's the 6'9 senior post, number 44, Evan Mayhew. So Georgetown will counter with Presley, Hansen, Sedgwick, Dupre, and Mayhew here in tonight's starting lineup. The other matchups for District 23 tonight, Weiss here at Georgetown, Elgin on the road at Conley, and Hendrickson on the road there in Pflugerville to take on the Panthers. Eastview has the night off here on this Friday night here before the school gets back in session for most of these schools next week. Georgetown will be off on Monday, and then Tuesday they'll be back in the classroom for the start of the second semester in the classroom, and they will have the night off on Tuesday, will Georgetown. They have the 7th off and will be back in action on Friday the 10th when the Eagles are on the road to take on the Pflugerville Panthers. So next Friday night, you get the week off on Tuesday. Next Friday night, we'll be on the road, a 7 o'clock tip-off against the Pflugerville Panthers. We'll have the call live here on the SHN Network provided by First Responder Broadcasting. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock first tip, all depending on the end of the JV game that plays directly before. But we get ready for tonight's matchup. Head coach Brandon Green with his assistant coaches Greg Brown, Jonathan Darnell, and Josue Flores brings in this 9-14 Weiss Wolves teams that's 0-1 in district, but has a very talented team, played a very difficult and a very challenging preseason non-district schedule. They average 56.1 points a game. They average 61.1 defensively, allowing 61.1 a game on the road. In away games, they are 1-4 on the year. Georgetown coming into this ball game averages 54.2 points a ball game, 49.4 defensively allowed. At home, they're 7-3 in district. Georgetown allowing 42.5 points a game, averaging 55 points in their two district matchups so far. Weiss obviously averaging 61 points in district play, allowing 62. And so they get ready. They finish up the warm-ups. We'll have a quick little time out here, but it will be time to go to the national anthem. And then we'll go to the PA announcer, Curtis Parker, for the night's introduction of the starting lineups. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues here in just a moment on the SHN Sports Network. We're back here live at the Eagles Nest on Georgetown High School campus, and we'll get ready to go to our national anthem. Please join us for tonight's national anthem. We'll go live courtside to our PA announcer, Curtis Parker, for tonight's introduction of the starting lineups.
Beginning with the starters from the Weiss Wolves. Head coach Brandon Green will send this group to the floor. Number 1, Maddox Ross. Number 3, Cameron Johnson. Number 5, Makai Bryant. Number 23, Caden McCoy. And number 30, Blake Wilson. Here they are, your starting five for your Georgetown Eagles. The 6'1" senior guard, number the 6-foot junior guard, number 11, Nick Hansen. The 6'3" senior wing, number 23, Davin Sedgwick. The 6'6" senior wing, number 25, Ryan Dupre. And the 6'9" senior post, number 44, Evan Mayhew.
There you have it. We're getting ready to go. It's going to be Blake Wilson to jump it off for the Weiss Wolves. Evan Mayhew will be in the center circle to jump for the Georgetown Eagles. 6'8" and 6'9". The first time Evan has had one player match him pretty much size even in the middle of the circle this year. And so now they'll get ready to go in the middle of the circle. The ball is in the air. Evan Mayhew tips it over to Nick Hansen, and Georgetown has the ball to start the ball game here in the first quarter against the Weiss Wolves. Georgetown in the home whites, blue lettering, blue numerals, and the Weiss Wolves in the maroon uniforms with black numerals, black lettering, and gold around it. But there's going to be a foul whistled on the on the far side. It's going to be on Mekhi Bryant. That's a big foul there on Mekhi Bryant. That'll be his first personal foul, first team foul on Weiss. Inbound to Mayhew, left block. He'll go up against Wilson, and he'll get the bucket. That's his first, and Evan Mayhew starts off the scoring for Georgetown. 2-0. Georgetown leads it here early. Left wing with 7.5 minutes left here in the first half. Our first quarter. McCoy up top to Bryant, fakes the three, gets the high screen, dribbles left, kicks it out. McCoy from the left baseline fires the three, and he'll knock it down. McCoy knocks down his first corner three, and Weiss takes the first lead, 3-2 here. Presley down to Mayhew or Dupre on the baseline. High arcing jumper up over Wilson, and Dupre knocks it down, his first two. And Georgetown takes the lead back 4-3. Mekhi Bryant off a screen, pushes off, and there, oh my goodness, going to call the block on Dupre as he was coming off the screen from Wilson, and a push off there with the extension from Mekhi Bryant. But they'll call it on Ryan Dupre, his first, team first. And the Wolves will inbound here on the near sideline. McCoy to inbound, does into the backcourt, into the hands of Ross. Ross will dribble across against Nick Hansen, near side. Backs it out, now slows it down. Right wing to McCoy. Covered by Presley, drives baseline, cut off, backs it out. Throws it up top to Mekhi Bryant. They'll reset with 6:40 remaining. He'll take a drop back three. It's off the iron, no good. And there's Davin Sedgwick with his first rebound and gives it off to Q Presley for Georgetown with 6:35 remaining. Presley will bring it across the timeline. Give it off to Dupre, left wing, backdoor cut. Presley lays it up, and no, can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Ross. Push it ahead. Mekhi Bryant, right wing. He'll drive in, runs over Dupre, and that's going to be two fouls quick for Mekhi Bryant. That was costly decision there. Bryant picks up his second, team second, and that will quickly get Mekhi Bryant checked out of this ball game for the Weiss Wolves with two personal fouls. And in for the Wolves comes number 4. That's a 6'1" senior, Brian Phelps. Quickly off the bench with two fouls on Mekhi Bryant. 4-3, Georgetown leads it. 6:15 remaining first quarter. Presley left wing to Dupre. Back to Presley. Swinging around right side. Sedgwick into the hands of Hansen. Hansen up to Dupre on the wing. Gets a screen. Looks to drive baseline. Double team there. Skip pass all the way to Hansen left wing. He's overrun. He'll shoot the wide open three. And Nick Hansen knocks it down. He stays hot. It's a 7-3 lead for Georgetown. Off the Hansen three ball. The defender tried to go for the steal. Couldn't get there in time. He flew by Hansen. He had a wide open look. Ross dribbles against Hansen. Right wing into the hands of Phelps. Fakes the three into the right elbow. Loses it. There's going to be a reach-in foul called there. That one will be on Nick Hansen. That'll be his first, second team foul on Georgetown. And the Wolves will inbound on the baseline with 5:42 remaining. 7-3, Georgetown the early lead here in quarter number 1. Ross inbounds to Wilson, now to McCoy, top of the key. Pressure, the ball knocked free by Q Presley. It's into the backcourt. McCoy comes away with it. Ahead to Ross, right wing across the timeline, off a screen. Dribbles off of it, top of the key. Now another screen, should be moving, no call. And a floater there, knocked down by Ross. 7-5 your score as Ross knocks down his first points of the ball game. Q Presley, right wing. dribbles through the pressure. The runner up, can't get it to go, but he'll draw the foul, and that'll be on Cameron Johnson. That'll be his first, third team foul. That'll send Q Presley to the free throw line. 4-2 shots with 5:12 remaining. So a quick break here for both teams. Players to tuck the jerseys in. First free throw from Q is up and good. That's his first point of the ball game. 8-5 the score. Another sub here for the Wolves. As number 15 checks into the ball game, that's Adonis Wright, the 6'3 sophomore. Second free throw from Presley, good as well. And the lead back to 4 for Georgetown. 9-5. Ross brings it across the timeline. Hanson will pick him up there. He'll go left wing into the hands of Phelps. Dribbles against Dupre outside the three-point line. Now a pull-up jumper, has to readjust, can't get it to go. Hanson will get the rebound, but he falls to the floor. And they'll call the turnover there on the traveling violation. Great hustle there. Feet got tangled up, and Nick Hanson falls to the floor. Ball turned back over to the Wolves. 4:50 remaining first quarter. Johnson to inbound for the Wolves into the backcourt. Into the hands of Phelps. He'll bring it across for Weiss. Top of the key off a high screen. Right elbow, kick it out. Ross fakes the corner three. Back up top, Phelps off the screen. The runner blocked by Mayhew. The ball loose into the hands of Presley for Georgetown. Back to Mayhew, skipping ahead, and Sedgwick on the run out. He'll lay it up and in. Devin Sedgwick. What a take there. And the Eagles up by 6 now. On the bucket by Sedgwick, 11-5. Phelps on the baseline. Here comes the double team. Kicks it up. Right wing three, fired by Johnson, no good. Rebound Dupre. Ahead to Hanson, right wing. He'll slow it down for Georgetown. Hanson will give it off to Q Presley, and the Eagles will reset. 4:10 remaining first quarter, leading by 6, 11-5. Presley out near midcourt, near side. Now will dribble. Down towards the wing, covered by Ross. Backs it out again. Off the screen, loses his balance. The ball comes free. It's loose on the floor. Great effort, and a couple of players slide around for it. Off to Wilson. Now to Wright. He'll go up around Mayhew. Can't get it to go. Ball tipped free off the rim by Mayhew. Into the hands of Hanson for Georgetown. He's doubled up quickly. Gets rid of it into the hands of Mayhew, and he'll slow it down to Presley with 3:35 remaining first quarter. Georgetown has possession as Presley crosses midcourt. Covered by Ross, down to Sedgwick on the wing. Looks low for Mayhew, gets it. There's the foul by Blake Wilson. He reached in over the back of Mayhew, and that'll be the 14th foul on the Wolves here in first quarter. It's the first on Wilson. Another substitute here for the Wolves. Number 11 checks in. That's the senior Ethan Munoz.
Number 30, Blake Wilson.
For the Eagles checking in, number 5, Isaiah Capers, along with number 21, Jaheim Dowd, and number 33, Lucas Lyles. They'll join Ryan Dupre and Q Presley on the floor for the Eagles. Q Presley to inbound. Gets it into Ryan Dupre on the left wing. Covered by Johnson. Dupre will pull a three. High arcing, no good. Long rebound into the hands of Adonis Wright. And here come the Wolves. Wright, top of the key, behind the back dribble. Spin move, runs over Presley, no call. Shot up, bounces around, and drops for the bucket. 11-7 now as Adonis Wright takes it all the way for the 2. And there's the foul on Wright, covering Presley, and that'll be the 15th foul. First foul on Wright. So now the Eagles will be in the bonus the rest of the way here in quarter number 1 with 3:05 remaining. And Q Presley will go back to the free throw line where he's 2 for 2 in the ball game. 11-7 your score. Georgetown by 4 here in the first quarter. Q's first free throw on the way. Rattles around and drops in. All 3 points for Q so far in the ball game from the free throw line. A chance to make it 4 here and extend the lead back to 6. As Ethan Munoz ties his shoes there at the free throw line. Now Q gets the ball and ready to go. Second free throw from Presley on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Phelps. And here come the Wolves. Off to Munoz. He'll push it across the timeline. Splits the defenders. The runner left-handed up. Short, no good. Lucas Lyle battles for the rebound and comes away with it. for the Eagles. Throws it ahead to Capers, but it's stolen by Wright. Wright will drive down, go up against Lucas Lyles, force it up. Can't get it to go, but he'll draw the foul on Lyle. And Lucas picks up his first personal foul. And that'll send Wright to the free throw line. Third team foul on the Eagles. Wright, the sophomore, to the free throw line for the first time in the ball game. First free throw from Wright. Front iron, back iron, and drops in. 12-8 now the score. Mekhi Bryant's going to check back in with 2:49 remaining first quarter for Johnson with 2 fouls. That'll be a fun one to watch there. 2:49 mark of the first quarter. Mekhi Bryant back in. Right, second free throw on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Jaheim Dowd for Georgetown. 12-8 score. Presley in the backcourt. And now pressure being applied midcourt. Across to Dupre. Top of the key. He'll drive on Wilson. Left block. Go up contested. Can't get it to go, but he'll draw the foul. And they're going to foul. Let's see who they call it on. They're going to call it on Blake Wilson. That'll be his second personal foul. So now 2 of your big men both with 2 fouls here in the first quarter as Ryan Dupre heads to the free throw line with 2:33 remaining. Dupre sets. First free throw on the way is good. Now Blake Wilson will check out as number 35, Trayson Armstrong. The 6'5 junior checks in for the Wolves. Dupre readies for his second free throw on the way is good. And the lead back to 6 now. Should be 14-8. Lyle gets the steal for Georgetown, off to Dowd. Spin out of the trouble, now backs it out. Clock not starting, 2:33 stays on the clock. Ahead to Q Presley. Drives in, out to Dupre. Straight on 3, off the iron, no good. Dowd with the rebound. He'll pick up the dribble, kick it up top to Dupre and reset the clock. Right side, Capers will give it off to Q Presley. He'll take a deep 3 from the right wing, no good. And to Mekhi Bryant, who will get the rebound for the Wolves. Munoz from the right wing stops the 3. It's an air ball. Rebound taken down by the Wolves. The putback no good. The putback by Mekhi Bryant no good. And Q Presley comes away with it. Q will push it across the timeline. Right wing slows it down to a cutting Lyle to the right block, and he'll lose it out of bounds off his own foot. And that'll stop the clock at 2:06 remaining. Should be 14-8 on the scoreboard. We've got 14-8. In the scorebook, it's 14-8. As Ryan made both of his free throws, I believe. Maybe not. He missed one. I apologize. 13-8. Georgetown leads it. Mekhi Bryant, a step at 3 from the right side. No good. Rebound by Ryan Dupre for Georgetown. Kick it ahead. Q Presley, right wing. He'll drive all the way in and lay it up and in and draw the foul. Trayson Armstrong went for the block. He couldn't get it, and Q Presley laid it up and in, draws contact. And Q Presley will go to the line for a 3-point play. And a nice take there on a beautiful outlet there from Dupre to Presley, giving the bucket and an and one opportunity. Presley's free throw on the way, no good. Rebound Evan Mayhew, tipped out from behind. And here come the Wolves. Phelps has it right wing. Nice dribble. Goes around. Blocked by Dupre. Ryan comes away with it as well, and he'll kick it out to Q Presley and slow it down with 1.5 minutes. Back to Dupre across the timeline. Pressure coming. Skip pass over. Dowd. Presley left wing. Wide open. Three-pointer. Good! Q Presley knocks it down. The lead up to 11. Now it says 19-8. I have 18-8. We'll get it figured out. Coach Green takes the timeout for Weiss. We'll join him. Eagle basketball continues in just a moment. Back in action, 1:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Georgetown by 11, 19-8. They got it figured out now. And Mekhi Bryant, left wing, high arcing three, and he'll knock that one down. Answers with a three of his own. Out of the timeout, 19-11 now. Mekhi Bryant's first points of the ball game. For the Wolves, Presley in the backcourt, 55 seconds. Has to get it across, does to Hanson right side. Hanson back to Presley on the left side. Skip pass over to Dowd, right wing. Pass picked off by Mekhi Bryant, and a smart foul there by Nick Hanson at midcourt. Otherwise, it was a dunk show going to be put on by Mekhi Bryant. Hanson will pick up his second foul, though. That'll be Georgetown's fourth team foul. 47.27 seconds remaining. Hanson, Dowd, Dupre, Presley, and Mayhew on the floor for Georgetown. Ross has it, right wing, gets a screen, dribbles down to the baseline, picks up the dribble. Up top, Muniz, the lefty, fires another three. It's another big brick off the backboard. Rebounded by Q Presley for Georgetown with 25 seconds remaining. Munoz has fired off 2 threes, one an air ball and one a brick that hits no rim. Dupre, backdoor cut to Dowd. On the right block, he'll back it out with 17 seconds. Drives baseline, tries to get rid of it. An offensive foul there as he runs over number 4, Phelps. That'll be Jaheim Dowd's first personal foul. That'll be the 15th foul, but on the player control foul, no free throws. Hanson will check out, Sedgwick back in, so Hanson doesn't pick up a third foul. 12 seconds left as Ross brings it up the floor for the Weiss Wolves across the timeline with 8 seconds. Right wing into the hands of Phelps to a cutting Mekhi Bryant. The right elbow, step back, jumper up, no good. Rebound battled for it, and it's going to be off Armstrong. Nope, they're going to call it off Mayhew, out of bounds. But only 0.4 seconds, so only enough time for a tip shot here by the Wolves on an alley-oop. Munoz to inbound. Tries to get it in, does, and there's the buzzer as Armstrong unable to get the shot off. And the first quarter comes to an end. 19-11, Georgetown leads it by 8 over the Weiss Wolves after 1. We'll take a quick timeout when we come back. Second quarter action here for your Georgetown Eagles live from Georgetown High School on the SHN Sports Network. Back in action, the Wolves have it to start the second quarter. 19-11, Georgetown leads it. Left wing, Phelps has it, dribbles off a screen from Bryant. Back to the left wing, up top, Trayson Armstrong. Big man will take a three-pointer off the iron, no good. Davin Sedgwick with the rebound for Georgetown. Kick it ahead, Dupre on the cut, a breakout with Mayhew. He'll take it all the way and lay it up and in. Ryan Dupre makes it a 10-point lead for Georgetown as he knocks down his 6th point of the ball game. Quickly back down. Ross will hand it off to Mekhi Bryant. Top of the key against Dupre. Looks for a screen. Gets it. Right elbow jumper up short off the rim. And a miscommunication there between Dowd and Sedgwick. And it goes out of bounds off Georgetown. So Weiss will inbound on their own baseline with 7:18 remaining second quarter. Inbound, Phelps, left wing jumper. It's up off the rim, no good. Rebound, Q Presley. Doubled up, kicks it off to Dowd. Dowd will bring it up on the near side for Georgetown. Across the timeline to Dupre. The center of the floor covered by Mekhi Bryant. Now up top to Presley and reset with 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Presley will dribble. Pressured by Johnson. Shakes him into the top of the key. Stop, back up three on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Dowd. And the Weiss Wolves will inbound with 6:52 remaining, trailing by 10, 21-11. Ross will bring it up for the Wolves. Ross, Phelps, Armstrong, Johnson, and Makai Bryant on the floor for the Wolves. Phelps has it. Q Presley on him with 6:40 remaining. Looks for a high screen, gets one. Phelps will drive all the way in, tries to put it up contested, gets it to go, and one. See who they call that on. They're going to call it on Evan Mayhew. So Phelps will knock it down, his first points of the ball game, and get a chance at old-fashioned three-point play. 21-13. That'll be Evan Mayhew's first personal foul. First team foul on Georgetown here in the second quarter. Phelps readies for the free throw on the way rattles in. Thought it was going to go up the back iron. The lead down to 7 for Georgetown. 21-14. Skip it across. Mayhew left wing. He'll shake, but dribbles it off of a foot into the hands of Phelps. Here come the Wolves. Kick it out. Johnson, right wing three. Fires it off the iron. No good. Backside rebound for Trayson Armstrong. He goes up. Can't get the shot to go, but he draws a foul. He'll go to the free throw line. They're going to call the foul on to Q Presley. That's his first personal foul, second team foul. And that'll send Trayson Armstrong to the free throw line. Armstrong's first free throw on the way. High arcing, short off the front iron, no good. 6:19 remaining here in the first half. 21-14, Georgetown the 7-point lead. Trayson Armstrong ready for his second free throw attempt. Shot on the way. This one rattles in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound. Makai Bryant's put back, no good. Dowd has it for Georgetown. Over to Presley and a full court press here by the Wolves. Presley back to Dowd. Dowd will skip it all the way up. Sedgwick wide open on the wing. He'll drive in, put it up and in. A double team attempt at a block there. And Sedgwick lays it up and in. The lead back up to 9, 23-14. Great job by Davin Sedgwick. He now has 4 in the ball game. Ross up top, off the screen from Armstrong, gives it off to Phelps. Phelps dribbles against Sedgwick, off a screen, stop, pop a three, it's on the way and good. A lot of high screens here. As Phelps knocks down his first three, he now has 6 in the ball game. Presley has it, left wing drives in, to backdoor cut to Sedgwick, up and in. Davin Sedgwick off the press from Q Presley. He now has 6 in the ball game. 25-17, Georgetown by 8. Makai Bryant on the right wing, up top. Ross fakes a three, drives in, kicks it out. Phelps from the left baseline fires a three, rattles it in. Don't let him get hot. That's his second 3 in a row. The lead down to 5, 25-20. Phelps with all 9 points here in the second quarter for the Wolves. Mayhew at the left elbow has the ball for Georgetown. Pressured by Armstrong, will kick it out top to Sedgwick. Presley looks to drive, he'll back it out left wing, now into the lane. The runner, the ball is stripped free, and into the hands of Johnson. Phelps has it, ahead to Ross. Ross will go down, gonna try the alley-oop, nope, takes it, runner up and in for Ross, and now the lead down to 3. Dupre did a good job of keeping the alley-oop away from happening. But Ross gets the layup. Dupre will dribble across on Bryant. All the way down. Kicks it out to Presley right wing. He'll face up. Fire a three. It's off the iron. No good. And the long rebound goes out of bounds. Ball back over to Weiss with 4:08 left here in the first half. Wright will check back in for the Wolves along with Munoz and Wilson. But not before we'll get a timeout here on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout called by Coach Canfield. We'll take it with him. Georgetown Eagle basketball continues in just a moment. Out of the timeout, the Wolves will inbound, trailing by 3, 25-22. Munoz has it in the backcourt for the Wolves across the timeline. Hanson back on the floor with Lucas Lyle, Dupre, Mayhew, and Q Presley for Georgetown. Makai Bryant, right wing. Picks it up, gives it off to Munoz. Munoz will push through. Now to Makai Bryant, the free throw line. Kick it out. Wright fakes it on the right elbow, or from the right corner. Drives to the elbow, but he's whistled for the traveling violation. Turnover on the Wolves. And Georgetown has it back with 3:46 remaining. Lucas Lyle back on the floor for Georgetown. Will inbound here on the near sideline. Gets it into Q Presley. Pressured by Wright in the backcourt. Presley across the timeline, and there's a kick ball by Makai Bryant up into the crowd. The Eagles will inbound in front of the scorer's table with 3:40 remaining here in the first half. 25-22. 11-6. The Weiss Wolves have outscored the Eagles here in quarter number 2. Presley across the timeline to Dupre. Ball stripped free by Phelps into the hands of Bryant. 3-on-2. Here comes Bryant. Kick it out. Right corner three. It's up off the iron. No good. Out of the backboard, over the backboard, out of play. And the ball back over to Georgetown with 3:27 remaining. Inbound to Q Presley. He'll give it back to Hanson. As the trap defense in the full court. For the Wolves, Hanson gets it across to Dupre, center of the floor. He'll drive down, give it off to Lucas Lyle. Goes up and under on the double pump. And Lyle gets his first bucket, 27-22. As Lyle knocks it down. Eagles by 5. Shot miss. Blake Wilson with the rebound. Drops it to Wright underneath the bucket. He goes up and under, away from the block shot to get the points. A nice take there. Nice save by Wright. 27-24, 2:50 remaining. Lyle through a double team. Off to Dupre. Backdoor to Evan Mayhew. He'll go up contested. Not a foul. They say it's a block shot, but Mayhew's strong enough to work through it and get the bucket. He now has 4. Quickly back down. Wright will force up a shot. The ball's tipped out. Makai Bryant has it. Swing it out. Phelps right baseline 3. It's on the way. Up no good. Ryan Dupre with the rebound. Kick out to Presley. Presley gets it back. Up and over. Layup no good. But the backside putback by Nick Hansen. And the Eagles up by 7 again. 31-24. Nice job by Hansen on the backside there. He now has 5 in the game. Down low, ball kicked out to Makai Bryant on the left wing, covered by Dupre. He'll look to drive, does, all the way up and under, reverse layup, and he gets the roll off the spin. What a take. 29-26 now your score. As Makai Bryant knocks down that one, he now has 5 in the ball game. Kick it out, Dupre left wing, fakes the 3, he'll drive. Kick it up top to Hansen, left wide open, fires the 3. Good! Nick Hansen knocks down a big 3. And makes it back to a 6-point lead with 1:38 remaining, 34-26. Wright will drive, blocked by Mayhew into the hands of Lyle. Skip pass ahead to Q Presley. He'll go up, get the bucket, avoids the contact from Phelps, and quickly back up by 10 are the Eagles, 36-26. I missed one, sorry there, trying to keep up with it. Georgetown by 10. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Out of the timeout, the Wolves have it with 1:20 remaining as they cross across the midcourt stripe. Floater up by Johnson, no good. Rebound by Mayhew for Georgetown. 1:10 remaining here in the first half. The Eagles have the ball in a 10-point lead. Lucas Lyle gives it off to Presley across the timeline, right side into the hands of Hansen. He'll fire a wide open 3. God! Nick Hansen knocks down another one to lead to 13 for Georgetown, 39-26. Makai Bryant across the timeline. 53 seconds remaining as Hansen has gotten hot for the Eagles. Scored the last 8 points. Mekhi Bryant up and under, can't get it to go. Lyle with the rebound, off to Dupre with 40 seconds remaining. Dupre across the timeline, covered by Munoz, spins away. Drives on Munoz to the free throw line around Wilson, reverse layup, good! What a take there by Ryan Dupre in the lead up to 15, 41-26. Dupre, the strong take, now has 8 in the ball game. Slow down there to wipe up the perspiration as Dupre hit the floor. 25 seconds remaining as Johnson brings it across the timeline to Mekhi Bryant, left wing. Skip it over to Munoz, right wing. Dribble, now skips it back to Bryant, left wing. Loses the dribble, will drive in. Tries to throw it down, can't get it to go. Mayhew contested it, and Munoz knocks it out of the hands of Q Presley. And it'll go out of bounds off of Munoz. Georgetown will maintain possession with 10.87 seconds remaining. Georgetown leads it 41-26. Now a little delay here as Presley went to the floor. They'll wipe up the water on the floor. Coach Canfield earning that teacher pay. Now wiping up the sweat off the floor. 11 seconds, just under 11 seconds remaining here in the first half. Lyle to inbound in the backcourt to Q Presley. He'll get it in, covered by McCoy. Q will push it across the timeline. 5 seconds remaining, splits the double team. Pull-up jumper by Presley, no good. Rebound into the hands of Mekhi Bryant. He'll throw a half-court shot after the buzzer, no good. And the first half comes to an end. 41-26, Georgetown leads it over Weiss at the half. We'll take a timeout, come back, make sure we have it all right, and bring you more Georgetown basketball after the break. Eagle basketball presented by Mack Hike, Ford Lincoln, and Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, live here on the SHN Sports Network. Stay with us. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. come back from the halftime. Georgetown leads it 41-26. Shooting wise, I got to be happy with it again tonight at the half. Georgetown shooting 67% from the field, 16 of 24, 4 of 9 from behind the arc at 44%, 12 of 15 inside the arc at 80%, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Georgetown out-rebounding the Weiss Wolves, 21-11, and leading to a lot of breakouts for Georgetown to take that 15-point advantage at the half. And so we get ready for the third quarter. Georgetown will have the ball to inbound. Came running across, I apologize. Over talking across the way. And a quick 5-second violation by Georgetown to turn it over. On the inbound. And so now Weiss will get the ball after Georgetown doesn't get it in time. Phelps, Ross, McCoy, Johnson, and Mekhi Bryant on the floor to start the second half. And Mekhi Bryant went to dunk it again, and Evan Mayhew, the block, into the hands of Q Presley, and now we'll give it off to Dupre. He'll bring it across for Georgetown. Hanson has it left wing, but a ball off his hands, out of play. And a quick timeout by Coach Canfield with 7:41 left in the third quarter. He's not happy. 2 quick turnovers on the first 2 touches. And the Eagle basketball will continue in just a moment. Five starters on the floor for Georgetown. Here to start the second half, but the Weiss Wolves have it back after back-to-back turnovers. Ross gives it off to Phelps. Gets a high screen, dribbles down to the right elbow. The runner up, no good from the right block. Mayhew adjusted the shot. Bryant gets the loose ball. He'll go to the left block. Go up contested, puts it up, no good. Backside rebound taken away from Phelps by Q Presley. And then Presley tries to get it to Mayhew. Mekhi Bryant with the kick ball. And Georgetown will inbound with 7:16 remaining. So a good job of altering shots defensively for Georgetown. Now if they can have the possession on the offensive side to go with that, things will look good here to start the second half. Hanson inbounds, gets it back from Presley to Mayhew, back to Q across the timeline. Skip it ahead to Sedgwick in the corner, back to Q Presley left wing. He'll step up, tries to go low, it's blocked, and he gets it back. We'll slow it back down with 7 minutes remaining, third quarter. Presley to Hanson left wing. He'll quick fire a three. It's up, no good. Backside rebound by by Ross for the Wolves, and here he'll push it up. Right wing, slows it down, goes right wing to Phelps. Phelps will give it back to Ross, and he'll slow things down. Back to Phelps, right wing. Phelps with Mayhew on him, shakes, drives all the way in. Ball tipped free by Sedgwick. Mayhew lays out, knocks it free. Ross gets it, gives it off to Phelps. Right wing, he looks to drive in, loses the ball. Sedgwick has it ahead to Q Presley. Behind the back dribble across the timeline, and he'll slow it down with 6:25 remaining, third quarter. 41-26, Georgetown still by 15. Dupre on the left wing. He'll hold there, up top to Sedgwick. Right wing to Q Presley. Q against Ross into Dupre, down low to Mayhew. Left block, spins, shoots, no good. Phelps with the backside defense and a rebound. Hanson does a great job to intercept it. Tries to save it in bounds and throw it off of Johnson, but can't get it. So the Wolves will get it right back, but a good job of intercepting the pass and stopping the breakaway for the Wolves. 6:05 remaining, third quarter. Ross to inbound, does to Mekhi Bryant. Up top, fakes the three, and a traveling violation there. As called on Mekhi Bryant. Johnson took the ball off the head of it, came off the rim, off the missed slam by Mekhi Bryant. So Georgetown gets it back off the Weiss Wolf turnover. Pass ahead, Sedgwick left wing quickly from Presley. He'll slow it down. Give it back to Q across the timeline, center of the floor into Dupre. Dupre, backdoor cut to Sedgwick, goes up, can't get it to go, but Mayhew, backside rebound, the putback and one. Evan Mayhew, great job there to go up and get the bucket, draw the foul on Ross, and that'll send Mayhew to the free throw line. First point of the second half for either team. Mayhew now with 6 and a chance to make it 7 on the old-fashioned three-point play on the and one. Mayhew makes the free throw. He now has 7 points in the ball game. And the Eagles lead it, 44-26, up by 18. Phelps drives down. His shot altered. Backside rebound by Mekhi Bryant. He went over the back of Dupre. They're going to give him the foul on Dupre and send Mekhi Bryant to the free throw line. They called the pushing foul on Ryan Dupre as his back was to Mekhi Bryant.
Number 5, Mekhi Bryant to the line, shooting 2.
So Mekhi Bryant will head to the free throw line. He has 5 points in the ball game. First trip to the line for Bryant. He'll ready for the free throw. High arcing, short off the front rim, no good. The foul on Dupre is his second. First team foul on Georgetown here in the third quarter. Mekhi Bryant. Ready for his second free throw. This one is up and in. Bryant now with 6 points in the ball game. 44-27, Georgetown leads it. 5:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Presley across the timeline. And there's the hand check foul by McCoy as he rode Presley all the way down the floor. Second team foul on the Wolves. First personal foul on McCoy. And McCoy will come out of the ball game as number 10 checks in for the Wolves. That's the senior Mekhi Stewart. His first action of the ball game for the Weiss Wolves. Dupre to inbound. Phelps to cover the inbound. Now a delay of game on Phelps as the referee has told him to stay back. And Phelps he kept scooting back up on the line. Dupre will inbound to the backcourt to Q Presley, covered by Mekhi Stewart, who just checked in. Presley gives it off to Dupre. Now right wing into the hands of Sedgwick to a cutting Dupre. He'll go up and get the bucket. Ryan Dupre, a nice cut and a good pass there by David Sedgwick. And the Eagles back up by 19, 46-27. Bryant takes it hard to the hoop. It's no good as it got adjusted by Mayhew. The rebound taken down, given off to Sedgwick with a pass ahead of Presley out of bounds. And that'll turn it right back over to the Wolves. Dupre now with 10 in the ball game. Ross, right side to Bryant. He'll take a deep right wing three. It's up, no good. Sedgwick, the backside rebound for Georgetown, gives it off to Mayhew. Mayhew gets it ahead to Q Presley, and he's run out of bounds. The far side official was right by the play. Doesn't call the foul on Ross. Presley's run out of bounds into the bleachers, and they call Presley out of bounds. Wow. Wolves get it back. Coach Canfield at midcourt talking to the umpire. The referee. Johnson has it left wing. Skips it over right wing. Ross will take a deep three from the right wing. No good. Sedgwick, the backside rebound for Georgetown. Gives it off to Nick Hansen. He's doubled up. Hansen tries to dribble out of it, and there's the foul. One official's going to say a timeout. One had called a foul. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to award the timeout to Coach Canfield instead of the foul. And with 4:31 remaining, Georgetown takes the timeout to save the possession. 46-27, Georgetown leads it over the Weiss Wolves. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues in a minute. Out of the timeout, Georgetown will inbound here on the near sideline. See what's left. 4:31 remaining here in the third quarter. Sedgwick inbounds to Presley in the backcourt. Q will bring it up against Stewart. Across the timeline, right wing into the hands of Hansen. Into Dupre at the right elbow. Pop the jumper. It's up. Can't get it to go. Mayhew had the rebound tipped out by Wright, and here come the Wolves. Phelps across the timeline, left wing, into the lane, behind the back pass to Bryant. He'll go up, contested. Can't get it to go, but they'll call the foul on Ryan Dupre. That'll be Ryan's third personal foul. Second team foul on Georgetown. And that'll send Mekhi Bryant back to the free throw line where he's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First free throw from Bryant is no good. 2 for 5 in the first half from the free throw line were the Wolves. Here in the second half, they're 1 for 3 so far. Make it 1 for 4. So now just 3 for 9 from the free throw line. The rebound by Dupre. Covered by Wright. Now he'll push it up near sideline. Wright all over him. Dupre past him. Ryan splits the defense. Can't get it to go. Sedgwick the backside rebound. What a job. Davin Sedgwick, right place, right time. And the Eagles lead by 21. Sedgwick now has 8 in the ball game. 48-27. Georgetown leads it. 3:40 remaining, third quarter. Mekhi Bryant off a screen. His pass tipped and stolen by Hanson. Ahead to Q Presley. He'll go out, tries to dunk it. How do you not call the foul? Coach is unbelievably upset. Some substitutions here for Georgetown. Dowd, Capers, Lyle come into the ball game. Mayhew and Q Presley stay on the floor. Georgetown gets it. Call it off the block, out of bounds, off the Wolves. Presley covered by Stewart, over to Capers, right side. Capers over to Lyle, top of the key. Lyle has it. Now to Q Presley on the left wing. He'll look to drive on Stewart. Does. Tripped up. There's the pushing foul called on Mekhi Stewart. That'll be his first personal foul. Third team foul on the Wolves. 3:19 remaining. Here in the third quarter, 48-27. Georgetown leads by 21. Presley to inbound. We'll get it into Dowd in the corner. Dowd back to Presley on the left wing. Covered by Stewart. Looks to drive on him. Reverse dribble, spin, baseline runner. Good! Q Presley. What a take by Q, and it's up to 23-point lead as Q now has 12 in the ball game. Into Mekhi Bryant in the lane, stripped away from Dowd into the hands of Mayhew. Skip pass ahead to Presley. He'll come down with it, split the defense. Get the bucket and one! Q Presley takes it. Oh, baby. Draw the foul. Mekhi Stewart, his second, team fourth. And send Q Presley back to the free throw line for an and one. 2 more points for Presley. 52-27, Georgetown by 25. And now Q Presley a chance to make it 26. Substitution here, Mekhi Bryant will check out. Number 0, Legend Henderson will check into the ballgame for the Wolves. Q makes the free throw, the lead now. 53-27. Phelps has it, kicks it out to Munoz, right wing. His pass tipped by Dowd, but Phelps chases it down. Right wing three by Phelps on the way, off the iron, no good. Right side into the hands of Lucas Lyle. Lyle skip it over to Presley, near side. He'll bring it across the timeline, 2:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Q covered by Stewart. We'll back it out, reset. Goes into Mayhew at the right elbow. Mayhew into the lane. Up top to Dowd. Back to Mayhew, right side. Spins, drop step, bucket. Mayhew drops the bucket. The Eagle lead up to 55-27. Kick it out. Legend Henderson fires a three from the left side. No good. The rebound batted free, and Phelps comes away with it. Drops it to Stewart in the lane. His jumper no good. And Phelps dunks it down for the two. 55-29, still by Stewart. He'll go up against Presley, no good, but he'll draw the foul. And that'll send Stewart to the free throw line. The foul on Presley, his second, third team foul. Mayhew on his bucket. Up to 9 points in the ballgame as Mekhi Stewart goes to the free throw line for the first time of the ballgame. 1 for 4 from the free throw line here in the second half are the Wolves, as Mekhi Stewart readies for his first free throw attempt. This one is good. 55-30. Eagles lead by 25. Stewart's first point. Nick Hansel will check back in for Q Presley to give him a breather. As Mackay Stewart readies his second free throw on the way. In and around, no good. Isaiah Capers gets the rebound. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Capers as he battled with Legend Henderson, the 5'10 senior who checked in. Blake Wilson back in for Stewart. Inbound from Muniz to Phelps. Ball strip free, but he gets it up and in. Nice job there. And the Wolves on a little run here as they close it down to a 23-point lead. Inbound to Dowd on the near side. Pressured by Phelps, dribbles through, gets across the timeline. Pressured there, spins out of it, gives it baseline. Lucas Lyle left open, right side corner jumper, no good. Backside rebound. Capers goes up, his shot blocked. Lyle gets it, he'll spin, kick it up top to Dowd and reset. 1:15 remaining. Back to Lyle, right wing. He'll fire the three. It's up, no good. Long rebound, and it'll go out of bounds on the baseline. And the Wolves get it back with 1:09 remaining. (55-32), 1 minute remaining. And a three-pointer from Phelps on the outside. He stays hot. He now has 16, is still on the inbound. A missed shot, a save out of bounds there by Wright, but no one home. And a turnover on the Wolves, and Georgetown gets the ball back with 49.42 seconds remaining. Leading by 20, 55-35. Dowd to inbound. He'll get it in deep to Hansen in the far side. Covered by Munoz. Double team comes over to Dowd. Dowd will get it ahead to Capers across the timeline, near sideline. Skip pass, back door to Lyle. It's going to be tipped out of play, and it'll be Georgetown's ball as Munoz closed on him and tipped it out of bounds. Georgetown will inbound with 39.53 seconds remaining. Here in the third quarter, leading by 20. Hansen to inbound. Gets a screen. Gets it into Mayhew. It's tip free. The pass was short. Munoz has it. He'll go all the way down, around, the runner up, and good. Georgetown is starting to allow a run here as Munoz closes it down. And now power has gone out on the scoreboard. (55-37), Georgetown by 18. They're going to have to figure out. The power is out over at the scores table, and there it came back on for some of it. Got knocked loose. There it comes back up. 32.29 seconds remaining. Georgetown has had the lead cut down to 18. They were up by 27 at one point. The Wolves going on a run here to end the third quarter. 32.29 seconds remaining for Georgetown as they will inbound on the Weiss end of the floor. Capers to inbound. They'll double up Hansen to get the inbound, but he gets it anyway. Over to Capers. Capers will push through. The ball off of Phelps. Pass ahead. Tip stolen by Wilson. Wilson kicks it out. Phelps in the corner. Drives into the lane. Little baby hook is up and good. Inbound to Lyle to a cutting Hansen. Across the timeline. Doubled up over to Lyle. Down low to Mayhew. It's outside his reach, and everything is falling apart here for Georgetown to end the third quarter. 7 seconds left. They're only up by 16. (55-39). Munoz gets the inbound. Over to Phelps, top of the key. Ball tip free. Stops, gets it inside the free throw line. The shot up and in. The Eagles give up a run there to end the third quarter. It's 55-41. Georgetown leads it by 14. Quick timeout. Fourth quarter action comes your way after this on the Eagle broadcast of Georgetown Eagle basketball. go to the fourth quarter, 55-41. Georgetown by 14. Weiss has it to start the quarter. Ross has it, covered by Q Presley. Gets a high screen from Stewart, dribbles to the right wing. Presley, Dupre, Dowd, Hanson, and Lyle on the floor. Wright drives baseline, cut off by Lyle, back out into the hands of Ross, now to Stewart, left side. Dribbles on Hanson. Here comes the double team. Up top to Mekhi Bryant, covered by Dupre. In, step back, free throw line jumper up, no good. Rebound by Jaheim Dowd for Georgetown. Dowd covered tightly, has to get rid of it, and he does. Nope, steps on the baseline. Frustration is set in for Georgetown. Another turnover as Dowd was pressured on the baseline, picked up his dribble, and stepped on the end line. Turnover back to the Wolves. 7:22 remaining. Inbound, backdoor. Mekhi Bryant fouled and dunks it home. No one picked him up. Georgetown is all out of sorts and has gone from a 27, 28-point lead. And now it's down to a 12-point lead. Can make it to 11 if Mekhi Bryant can make a free throw here. He now has 8 in the ball game. Chance to make it 9 and cut it to an 11-point deficit. 7:21 left in the ball game. 55-43, Georgetown leads. Dupre picks up the foul. That's his fourth. First team foul on Georgetown. So Dupre in foul trouble here for Georgetown with 4 fouls early in the fourth quarter. Mekhi Bryant's free throw on the way, and it gets in. Rattles around and drops in. And the lead down to 11. Presley has it. Double team comes to a cutting Dowd. Dowd's going to take it all the way down and lays it up and in. Nice job by Jaheim Dowd. No one cut him off, and he takes it all the way for his first points of the ball game. And now a foul called on Dowd. That'll be his second personal foul, second team foul. 57-44, Georgetown by 13, 7:05 remaining. Mekhi Bryant, top of the key. Gives it off to Stewart, sets the screen. Stewart loses the ball, throws it to Ross. It's off of him, out of bounds. And Stewart didn't have a good handle on it when he went for the pass, so he just kind of hit it forward, and it was too strong for Ross to handle. Munoz will check in, Phelps will check in. Ross and Stewart check out. Mayhew will check back in for Georgetown for Lyle. So it'll be Hanson, Dupre, Presley, Mayhew, and Dowd. Dupre down to Hanson on the right corner. Here comes the double team. He'll dribble baseline, but it's off his foot, out of bounds. Doubled by Phelps and Bryant, and another turnover on the Eagles. 6:50 remaining here in the ball game. Bryant inbounds in the backcourt to Phelps. He'll bring it up for the Wolves, trailing by 13, 57-44. Phelps gets a high screen, dribbles to the top of the key, right side to Munoz. Looks right wing, now dribbles left side, back to Mekhi Bryant on the right wing, covered by Presley. Mekhi looking low, skip pass over. Henderson will take a 3 left wing, chips the iron, no good. And a foul on the backside rebound. It's going to be called on Adonis Wright against Jaheim Dowd. So a foul away from the ball on Wright, gives it right back over to Georgetown. His second personal foul, first team foul on Weiss. 6:29 remaining here in the ball game. Hanson to inbound, will get it into Dupre. Covered by Phelps in the backcourt. Here comes the double team. Dupre, skip pass ahead to Dowd. Dowd will get it to a cutting Mayhew. He'll go up and around and put it in. Evan Mayhew now with 11. 59-44, Georgetown by 15. Munoz in the middle of the lane, spins to throw it out to Henderson, and it's tipped by Dowd into the crowd. Good hustle there by Jaheim Dowd. Henderson will check out. Johnson back in for the Wolves. 6:08 remaining here in the ball game. 59-44, Georgetown back up by 15. Inbound to Bryant on the left wing. He'll drive all the way to the baseline, up and around. No one cut him off, and Mekhi Bryant now has 11. Q Presley in the backcourt with it. Skips it over to Dowd. He'll get it across the timeline, right side to Hanson. He'll dribble through traffic, top of the key, and reset. Dribbles to the right wing, covered by Johnson. Hanson around Johnson. Free throw line, kicks it out to Mayhew, left side, now up top to Presley. 5:35 remaining in the ball game. 59-46, Georgetown by 13. Presley left wing, covered by Munoz. Dribbles around him, behind the back dribble. He's fouled, the runner up, no good. They're going to call it on the floor. And that'll be on Munoz. That'll be his first personal foul, second team foul on the Wolves. 5:26 remaining. Georgetown will inbound on the baseline. Presley, Mayhew, Hanson, Dowd, and Dupre on the floor for Georgetown. The inbound off the butt of Phelps, out of bounds. Georgetown will inbound again. Georgetown gets lucky there. Inbound to Dupre on the left wing. Up top to Dowd, covered by Munoz. Dowd will give it off to Q Presley. Presley against it, Munoz. Back to Dowd, right side. He'll go up top, Dupre. Top of the key, pass down low to Presley. He'll back it out, reset. Skip pass over to Dowd, right side. Chases it down in the corner. And now a timeout whistle by Coach Canfield on the far side. And the Eagles will reset with 5:02 remaining here in the ballgame. 59-46, Georgetown leads by 13. Eagle basketball returns in a moment. Full timeout taken there by head coach David Canfield. And out of the timeout, Georgetown will have the ball with a 13-point lead, 59-46. Dupre, Presley, Dowd, Mayhew, and Hanson on the floor for Georgetown. Inbound to the backcourt to Presley. Wright, Munoz, Phelps, Bryant, and Johnson on the floor for the Wolves. Presley across the timeline, left side. Gives it off to Dupre on the left wing. Spins out of trouble to the baseline. Cut off there. Kick it up top, Dowd. Back over to Presley. Eagles playing keep away. Pressure coming. Right wing Hanson into Dupre. Free throw line. Picks up the dribble. Kick it out. Presley slows it down. 4:35 remaining. Presley dribbles out of traffic. Kicks it over to Dowd. Right side. He'll go back up top to Dupre. He'll be fouled by Wright there, and that'll draw a foul on Adonis Wright. That'll be the third team foul on the Wolves. That'll be Wright's third personal foul. He'll check out. Makai Stewart, number 10, checks back in for the Wolves. 4:33 remaining here in the ballgame. Inbound to Hanson, top of the key. Thinks about the three, now backs it out. Munoz covers him tightly. Hanson dribbles out of double, gives it off to Presley. Plays catch up top with Hanson left side. Hanson down to the corner to Mayhew. Backdoor, nope, throws it across court to Presley. Eagles slow it down into Dupre. He'll drive all the way in, drops it off to Mayhew. He loses it on the floor, and then Mayhew is going to be bailed out on a timeout called by Coach Canfield. Coach Green upset. Had a chance to get the steal and couldn't do it. 4:12 remaining. Quick timeout. Nope, full timeout. We'll take it with them. Mack Hike, Ford Lincoln of Georgetown, and Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram bring you Georgetown Eagle basketball live here on the SHN Sports Network. Stay with us. Eagle basketball returns in a moment. Georgetown inbound on the baseline. 4:12 remaining. Q Presley can't get it in. The Eagles take their time. Another 5-second turnover. Twice tonight. Georgetown never does that. This is 2 times tonight in a big ball game. Ahead to Mekhi Bryant. Free throw line around Mayhew. The reverse layup up and good. And a quick timeout by head coach Brandon Green. 59-48. 11-point lead for Georgetown as Mekhi Bryant has lit it up here in the fourth quarter with 5 points. Now has 11 in the ball game. Or 7 points in the fourth quarter. Now has 13. 59-48. We'll keep it here to talk about this one. It is a big ball game for Georgetown and for Weiss. Weiss sitting at 0-1 in district on a 2-game losing streak. Georgetown at 1-1 on a 5-game winning streak. But key is to get to the top of the district standings. You have Eastview and Hendrickson both undefeated. Currently going into tonight, Eastview does have the night off. See if there's any other scores available in the district. No other updates. All the games are still going on. But Georgetown leads it here. 59-48 with 4:06 remaining. Hanson to inbound. Throws it up to Dupre. Strip from behind. Triple team. Gives it off to Dowd. Ahead. Mayhew wide open. He'll pump fake on Phelps. Go up. Can't get it, but gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. No foul called there. Ahead. Mekhi Bryant runs over Q Presley. Kicks it out. McCoy will fire a 3. It's no good. Backside rebound by Dowd, and there's the foul. A flop warning on Georgetown. But it's going to be Georgetown's ball. Nope, a technical foul. Whistled on Phelps.
Foul charge. Weiss, number 4.
So that'll be a technical foul on Phelps. That'll be his first personal. And Georgetown will get 2 free throws out of this, and that'll send Q Presley to the free throw line. They'll get the ball back. Presley's first free throw is good. He now has 16 in the ball game. 60-48. Free throw from Presley, no good. But Georgetown will inbound now at half court with 3:47 left. They're leading by 12, 60-48. Hanson, Dowd, Presley, Dupre, and Mayhew on the floor for Georgetown. Dupre to inbound at the midcourt stripe. He'll throw it to Presley, cutting forward. He'll go all the way in, drop it to Mayhew. Mayhew will slow it out to Dupre with 3:42 remaining. Covered by Phelps. Dupre. And there will be a foul there on Mekhi Stewart as he reached in. They tried for the double team. That'll send Ryan Dupre to the free throw line as the Eagles will be in the bonus the last 3:37 of the ball game. That'll be Mekhi Stewart's third personal foul. And Ryan Dupre goes to the free throw line. Dupre with 10 points to this point of the ball game. 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Ryan ready. The first free throw on the way. No good. Davin Sedgwick will check in for Jaheim Down. Mekhi Bryant in for McCoy for the Wolves. So on the floor for Weiss. Trayson Armstrong, Munoz, Mekhi Bryant, Mekhi Stewart, and Phelps. The second free throw from Dupre is good. He now has 11. The Eagles lead at 61-48. Up by 13, 3.5 minutes remaining. Munoz has it left wing. Into Phelps, left elbow, back door to Armstrong. Ball stripped free. Armstrong saves it, but it's tipped free out. Bryant runs it down. Phelps, left wing 3. It's up, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped out into the corner. Mekhi Stewart runs it down for Weiss. Pass ahead to Munoz, almost stolen. Back to Bryant, right wing. Fakes the 3, kicks it out. Mekhi Stewart will drive in, loses it, kicks it back to Bryant on the right wing. 3 minutes remaining here as Bryant dribbles right wing. Step back 3, top of the key, up, good. Can't leave him open. He'll get hot and get dangerous. He now has 16 of the ball game. And he has scored the last 10 points for the Wolves. 10-point lead for Georgetown, 61-51. Sedgwick has it near side, out to midcourt, back over to Dupre. He's doubled up there. Ball stripped free into the backcourt. Dupre will back it up, skip it ahead. Mayhew right wing holds it, slows it down to Hanson. Out near midcourt, dribbles in, down to Mayhew in the corner. Skip pass over to Presley left side in front of the bench. 2:25 remaining. Presley into the corner to Sedgwick to a cutting Dupre. He'll go up and under, can't get the bucket, but draws the foul. And Ryan Dupre will go back to the free throw line, and he's fouled by Armstrong. His second, team sixth. 2:22 remaining as Ryan Dupre back to the free throw line where he's 3 for 4 from the night. Has 11 points in the ball game. Big shots here for Georgetown the last 2 minutes as they're in the bonus. Dupre's first free throw is up, in and out, no good. Johnson checks back in for Trayson Armstrong for the Wolves. Phelps, Johnson, Bryant, Stewart, and Munoz on the floor for Weiss. Dupre ready, second free throw on the way. This one rattles in. Dupre now with 12 points in the ball game. 62-51, Georgetown by 11. Mekhi Bryant, top of the key. Left wing to Johnson, tips it to Munoz. Left baseline three up, no good. Rebound by Dupre, nope, by Stewart. Kicking up top to Bryant. Right wing, Munoz fires the three, no good. Rebound Stewart. Tries to drop it low, does. Phelps goes up and gets the bucket. Georgetown not rebounding here, and Phelps gets the bucket. He now has 22. 9-point lead, breakaway. Here goes Q Presley, and he'll lay it up and in. Gets past the pressing defense, and Q Presley knocks it down. A big bucket for Georgetown, 64-53. They lead by 11. 1:40 remaining in the ballgame. Bryant drives on Mayhew, can't get it to go. Rebound by Mayhew. Mayhew gets it out to Presley, now to Dupre, 3-on-1. Dupre down to Hansen, and he'll put it up and in. Nick Hansen, the little runner, and Georgetown now up 13, 66-53. Hansen with 13. Runner put up, no good. Rebound Munoz, left wing. Munoz has it, dribble, step back, up top to Bryant. 1:15 remaining. Munoz is going to be fouled on the wing. That'll be called on Davin Sedgwick. His first personal foul, third team foul on Georgetown. As we go, 1:14 remaining in the ballgame. Dowd and Sedgwick switch places. Jaheim Dowd on the floor, along with Hansen, Presley, Dupre, and Mayhew. Inbound to Munoz, out near midcourt, top of the key. Back over to Mekhi Bryant, right wing. Bryant holds there, into Phelps at the free throw line. His jumper up, rattles around and in for Phelps. He now has 24. And the lead down to 11, 66-55 with 1:03 remaining here in the ball game. Timeout taken by head coach Brandon Green of Weiss. We'll take it with him. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Checking in on Max Preps. The Conley Cougars beat the Elgin Wildcats 48-35 in District 23 action. So Conley improves to 1-1 in district. Elgin falls to 0-3. Georgetown a minute 3 seconds away from improving to 2-1 in district. They can hold on to their 11-point lead here, 66-55. Dupre to inbound. He'll get it into Dowd, back to Dupre. And there's a foul by McCoy on the far side, holding on to Q Presley. So you don't want to do that one because Q Presley, one of the better free throw shooters for the Georgetown Eagles. But the foul will be on McCoy, his second. Q Presley back down for 2 free throw shots. Chance to extend this lead. First free throw from Q is up, short off the front iron, no good. Substitution here is Johnson back in for McCoy for the Wolves. Johnson, Stewart, Phelps, Bryant, and Munoz on the floor for the Wise Wolves. Second free throw from Q is good. 67-55, Georgetown by 12. 1 minute remaining, 1 minute. Mekhi Bryant will go up, contested against Mayhew. Can't get it to go, but the tip follow by Phelps is good. He now has 26. Hansen will get the breakaway. He'll lay it up and in. How do you not call that a goaltend? Back down, Stewart gives it off. Right wing, Johnson stepped on the sideline. But how do you not call that a goaltend? But no harm, no foul as Johnson turned it over, stepping on the sideline in front of the Weiss bench. Georgetown has it back with 39 seconds. Ahead to Jaheim Dowd. He'll dribble down to the wing and slow it down. Backdoor cut. Hansen will lay this one up. No one there for that one. And Hansen now with 15 of the ball game. And Georgetown will cement this one with 25 seconds remaining. Up 12. Phelps, right wing, dribbles into the middle of the lane. Behind, no-look bucket. Up and behind is good. Phelps now with 28 in the ball game. 69-59. Georgetown up by 10. 10 seconds remaining. Hansen in the backcourt. Got to get it across. Mayhew will get it ahead. There's Q Presley out to the corner, and he'll dribble out the last 5 seconds of the ball game. Georgetown victorious 69-59 over the Weiss Wolves. Weiss falls to 9-15 on the year. 0-2 in district play. Georgetown improves to 17-8 on the year and will advance to 2-1 in the district standings. What a ball game for Georgetown tonight. A tough athletic team out of Weiss. Georgetown holds home court and improves to 8-3 on the year on their own floor with a 10-point win over the Weiss Wolves, 69-59. We'll take a timeout. We come back. We'll have a player join us up here in the booth along with Coach Canfield with the victorious Georgetown Eagles. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball returns in a moment. We're back here live at Georgetown High School. Here he comes. It's Jaheim Dowd. If you've heard that name, it's because he's defended passes for the Georgetown Eagle football team, and now he's causing havoc on this Georgetown basketball team. And Jaheim, I looked at the stat line real quick right before we came back on, and I love it. 2 points, okay.
Yeah.
Four assists, 5 rebounds. All over, but causing havoc for this Weiss Wolves team. Talk about a big win tonight over an athletic Weiss team.
It's just coaching, like.
No, you're good. Sorry about that.
All practice coaches just preach hard defense. We got to play fast because they're an athletic team, and we know they're going to come out strong. So we just got to play faster and stronger than they are, and that's what we did tonight. You
guys are now on a 6-game winning streak. 10 out of the last 12 games you guys have won. A big key. You came out of that Fredericksburg tournament undefeated. But it seems like in these last 2 games against Elgin on Tuesday, tonight against Weiss, you guys are kind of settling in. The athleticism that you and Davin have brought to this team to go along with the way Q runs this offense. You've got Dupre, you got Mayhew causing havoc with his height down. How much fun are you guys now having? Kind of settling into this, and now the defense is picking up, which is feeding this offense, and the wins keep coming.
I mean, it's so much fun. The Fredericksburg tournament, I loved it. All the games we played were – actually, not all of them, but the last game was very intense and fun, had a good time. And then the district games are just as fun and just as exciting, and I love winning big, so just keep that going.
You come in, and Davin come in from the football team. You guys finally are able to get into practice with them, start getting these plays. The athleticism that you two bring, the challenge you present, you two present on other teams with your athleticism and your footwork, the speed, and tools that you guys can bring from the football field. How much fun is that for you to come out here and then cause havoc after you did it all year in the football field?
It's so fun. Deflecting passes like I'm a DB, jumping up and getting a rebound like it's a pick. It's just all of it just reminds me of football, so I'm having fun doing all of it.
And all in your senior year.
Yes, sir.
Got to be enjoying it. Any
yes,
shout-outs before I let you go?
Mom, Grandpa, and Grandma.
Jaheim Dowd, one of your seniors, had a big night tonight for your Georgetown Eagles, and now we'll get up his counterpart. Here comes Davin Sedgwick to join us. Big Sid, I tell you what, another fun night for you guys. Another big win. I'm gonna go back. I did it for Jaheim. We go to the stat line. 8 points tonight, 5 rebounds. You guys bring this athleticism. You and Jaheim that came in for the football team to kind of add on. You got Q running this offense. You got Ryan and Evan with the height and making things difficult. And then you guys seem to add in this athleticism. But it's like you guys love wreaking havoc on other teams in your athleticism, getting in the passing lanes, contesting shots, and getting a lot of rebounds. How much fun has that been for you?
I mean, it's been so fun. I mean, when I didn't play my junior year, I missed it. But now that I'm out here, it's so fun.
You guys have gone on a 6-game winning streak coming out of Fredericksburg. In the last 12 games, you guys have won 10 of them. How much fun is this team having as you seem to be finding that rhythm that this team is finding to itself, and y'all's defense seems to be fueling this offense to continue to have big games?
I mean, winning's fun, and when you demoralize the team by they can't score a lot, and you get it back on the transition offense, it kills them, and it's fun.
You guys get a break on Tuesday. Got the bye in there before we go on the road Friday at Pflugerville. But the classroom comes back. How much fun has the break been for you guys? But how ready are you guys to kind of get back into a scheduled rhythm as the district season plays out here?
I mean, I definitely missed it. I miss school because for my senior year, it's not that hard. So I like the rhythm with school and then practice, and then it just makes it easier.
You and Jaheim seem to be bringing just another attitude to this team. In your senior year, you said you sat out your junior, didn't play. How much fun are you having in your senior year of basketball?
It's much fun, especially now that I can dunk. I haven't got one yet, but it makes it much more fun in practices and stuff.
It's coming. I can feel it. It's coming. Any shout-outs before I get you out of here?
Shout out my family.
I tell you what, I got to give a shout-out to your dad. He came up. I finally got a chance to meet him. We were sitting at Buffalo Wild Wings one night, and I love it. I just love the intensity of these parents having such fun, but yet seeing them out and about and being able to just talk sports. I didn't get to talk to your dad during football. We're up in the press box. Yeah. Now it's fun to see your parents each and every night that we come out and play and the fun they're getting to witness. And so shout out to your dad. I've had a joy getting to know him and do it. So we'll let Davin get out of here because then we get to bring up Coach Canfield, the victorious coach. A big win for your Georgetown Eagles tonight, 69-59 over the Weiss Wolves. Back-to-back district wins, 2-1 in district, 17-8 overall. We can keep giving these stats, but, man, this defense keeps fueling the offense. One thing that stuck out to me that I have to ask you because I have to look at all of it, bad, good, and different. Up by 27 at one point. A great job, in my mind, your opinion, of fighting through that adversity, letting it get down to 9, winning this one by 10 against a very athletic team. How big is that for this team to figure that out tonight, to experience that here on home court early in district, to know, hey, we can face adversity and come out of it. Now how do we correct it and how do we work through that? How big was that tonight?
Especially against that team, as athletic as they are, and how well. And I don't think they shot the three-pointer that well tonight, but they can flat out shoot it. And yes, I was nervous there for a little bit because here we are. We built a great lead by doing something, and then all of a sudden we're jacking up shots. And I tell them, hey, the clock's in our favor. The only way they get back in it is if we give them the ball, empty possessions. And, it was good. And I give our guys credit because they could have gotten caught up, but we hit a couple home runs, got some layups, and did a great job closing out the win.
You and I talked on Tuesday about the talent coming into Weiss, not having seen them much, what to expect. But they had Mekhi Bryant come in. They've got a kid like Phelps. We talked tonight. He's not in the starting lineup, finishes with 28 points. Yeah. How big is it, though, against a team like this to have that kind of talent? One's going to have some points. Phelps had that tonight. To keep Mekhi Bryant out of that 20-point range, knowing his talent, but yet allowing one player to put up some points. But this defense seems to be clicking and making things super difficult. You're right. 6 of 24 from behind the arc for Weiss, 25% on the night. Uncharacteristic, but that's what this defense seemed to do to Elgin on Tuesday night. Yeah. How big is that?
It's great, and I give Ryan Dupre a ton of credit. He said, Coach, he's not scoring. And he did a great job of defending, using his length against number 5 and making him take some tough shots. Even he hit 2 threes, step-back threes that were really tough. And for that to be two of the six, I hats off to our guys.
Then I look at the scorebook. You have Nick Hansen, back-to-back ball games, 16 points, 15 points. It just seems like the flow of this offense is settling into these players. Nick Hansen shooting the ball well. Thought it should have been 17 points.
Yeah.
I thought that was a goaltend. We can argue that one
Yeah.
later. But then Evan Mayhew, it doesn't have to be the points. It can be what he did on the defensive end tonight to cause havoc for Mayhew, for Bryant, for Blake Wilson, who ended up not playing much, not effective against Evan. The hustle of Evan, seeing him on the floor, but yet seeing him adjust, and he may not block a shot. What he does to make it so difficult, it just seems priceless for this team.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And it like you said, it does seem like we have finally found what has been making us good. Here's just a small stat, and I'm sure you've got it. I don't have to tell you, but 14 assists in the first half. That leads to anywhere from 28 to 31 points, depending on, what happens. 31 of our 41, I'll just say. That, and I told our guys at halftime, that is what got us the lead. Continue to pass the ball. Continue to force the defense to step up and find your teammate, find your open teammate. Some of that was against their press, and we hit it deep and went. So really proud of our passing. Yeah, it can be better. You can always look at those things, but really proud of our guys and the unselfishness that they have.
And one thing I have to ask you, I haven't seen it all year out of this team. 2 5-second violations inbounding the ball drives you crazy.
Yeah.
Watching your reaction, little things like that always gives you something to work on with this team. How important is that, and to be able to give them something that's not you did this wrong. Hey, we've got to move. We got to get that ball in. It's something. You give some of that credit to the defense of Weiss. Do you give it to, hey, we've got to be paying attention? Where do you do that?
Can I add something onto that?
Absolutely.
we had a baseline out of bounds where Weiss had the ball where no one guarded number 5, and he scores a layup.
Yes.
All 3 of those goes back to our mental preparation before the ball comes in. At halftime, we came at, oh my gosh, there are 3 or 4 empty possessions, and we're running this play, and we don't execute. That was a tough one.
I think your quickest coaching timeout I've ever seen to start a half. The
Yes.
game tonight, maybe 11 seconds in.
Yeah.
But all of that to say, a 10-point win over a Weiss
Yes.
Wolves team
Oh.
to go to 2-1 in district. Conley got a win tonight. They're at 1-1. Now Weiss sits at the bottom with Elgin. Elgin at 0-3, Weiss at 0-2.
Wow.
If you said at the beginning of the season, that would be Weiss at the bottom with Elgin. I think a lot of teams would be like, I think you may have that wrong with
Yes.
the talent. Speaks highly of this defense and what Georgetown's doing to
Yeah.
get on a roll. How big is it now to have a break on Tuesday to let the kids get back into the classroom on Tuesday and to kind of get back into that rhythm of the classroom and be ready for Pflugerville on Friday?
Well,
at Pflugerville.
At
I'm ready.
Pflugerville, yes.
Yeah.
Monday night is parent-player free throw competition. So we aren't playing our game, but we've got a big-time competition. Those parents can talk some smack.
Who are the defending champions?
Ooh, off the top of my head, I
thought it
cannot
was you and
remember.
Kai.
No.
Oh, no. We'll have to get that.
Yes, it wasn't. But I cannot remember. I
But
can't
an
remember who it was.
opportunity then for the parents to get involved with these kids
Yeah.
and start
It's
out
a
a
lot
big
of fun.
semester. But the Eagles come in 10 out of the last 12 wins, 6-game winning streak now. How big is that as you kind of get into this flow now? 2 games on the road at Pflugerville and at Conley.
Pflugerville is going to be tough. They play well at their place. They haven't had their best player in their first 2 district games. I don't know if he's coming back or what the situation is, but it's always going to be tough.
They had a tough game tonight. They were at Hendrickson. Hendrickson was at Pflugerville. Hendrickson has pulled the Houdini out of the hat, sitting at 7-16, but 2-0 with 2 district wins.
Do you know who
in
won
overtime.
tonight? You know?
There was no update.
Okay.
Conley had beat Elgin. We had updated ours. But we'll check one more time while I have you here and see if they've updated that score. And they have not yet scored, put that up for Hendrickson at Pflugerville, which is a big game for the district standings.
Yes.
Hendrickson a chance to stay undefeated. Pflugerville a chance to get up to 2-1 and tie Georgetown and bring Hendrickson back down to that 2-1 and make that second place standing a big muddy mess while Eastview got to sit at home and watch it all tonight.
That's right.
The Eagles win it 69-59. Any shout-outs before I let you go? We got a week off.
Casey, he's done with the border. he's coming home.
Awesome.
So if you got to watch it tonight, he's coming back.
Woo.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
it's fun. Yes.
That's got to make Mama happy, too.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
A big win tonight,
Thank
69-59. Georgetown wins it over the Weiss Wolves. Thanks for joining us tonight live here from the Nest. Georgetown improves to 17-8 on the season, 2-1 in district, and we've got a bye on Tuesday night. No basketball here. Enjoy some of the games, but on Friday night, we'll be live at Pflugerville High School, 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock first tip. Come join us there in the Pflugerville Gymnasium over off of Pecan Street there in Pflugerville. But if you can't, listen to us live here on the SHN Sports Network, proudly presented by First Responder Broadcasting, and it's brought to you free of charge thanks to our sponsors, Mack Hike Ford Lincoln of Georgetown and Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a good weekend. Be safe. And remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good weekend, everybody.